Hello, everybody, and welcome to another game of Floor Plays Go. I'm playing on IGS today, and I'm playing as White. Um, yeah, so how's everybody been? Hope that you've been keeping well. I went and got a haircut today, and yeah, I hope that it looks okay. It's always a bit wonky when you come back after you get a haircut. You need some time to settle in a little bit. So I think I've been trying the kick recently, but I don't like how much influence it's been giving away, so I'm just not going to do that at the moment. I think I was learning some other things, but I don't remember what I was learning. So I can't have an opportunity to use what you've been learning if you don't remember it. Ah, I'm sure it'll come to me if it's necessary. If the position comes up, then I'll know. I think that playing E18 is actually something that's becoming more common. It's something that was seen as a little bit, not like an overplay, but a trickier situation. That being said, I'm not quite up to speed with that yet. So I can have the choice between E16 and F16, and Black has this Q17 stone, meaning that they can develop the top. So I think I'll try and keep Black a little bit low if I can. Oh, now I remember, it was a two-space enclosure. Right, that's what I've been studying. So maybe I should take the opportunity. Uh, that's a bit interesting. Normally, Black plays G17, but what I was saying is I can take the opportunity to take this two-space enclosure. But what is this? So I can, so normally, this is something that you'd play a bit later. Normally, White would descend, Black descends, then White would play this B15 move. Black plays B18, then Atari, capture, and then White will get Sente. Normally it means that Black has a bigger corner, um, but then I think I can Atari on the outside here, and so that move order is probably a little bit good for White. So I can do this Atari, and also if Black responds, then I still have Sente. I guess you can still cut, but this exchange will still just be good for me. So this is what my plan is for now. So then over here, and then over here. And now the question is whether I want to play this Atari move here, because I actually don't think Black will respond. Black may respond, but I don't think I want to invest another move here, so I'm going to play this move because this is something I've been studying recently. I've been studying a lot more, and so as your knowledge gradually accumulates, you are able to play more what you've been studying. So I'll play here, aiming at the double Atari. I guess Black will extend. And then I guess maybe fix the shape a little bit. Um, but Black is growing a little bit over here, which I'm a little bit uneasy with. But I think I'd rather be a bit strong. I had a coaching session with Jeff. You might know him. He used to, with the Nordic Go Dojo, he would do coaching sessions sometimes. So I still do private one-to-one sessions with him. And one thing that he's been saying is I should focus on fixing my weak groups a little bit more instead of just leaving them. Not that leaving them is always bad, like the AI does that, but then you also have to play quite well, like the AI, and that's something that I struggle with. So yeah, so let's just continue. And if, I guess Black can keep pushing, but White is also getting a really nice side here, and this shape group here is also pretty nice. So yeah, so Black is building up this big area here. I can invade, or I can keep building myself, um, which actually might not be such a bad idea, I think. But at the same time, maybe this area isn't so big yet. For instance, I don't mind if Black keeps pushing a little bit. I can go for like these invasions, but I think that you want to worry about the rest of the board first before you start worrying too much about things like that. So let's approach over here. I mean, I guess I do regret that Black was able to get G16 a little bit. So, but at the same time, I really didn't want to give up Sente. But at the same time, like, is having D6 so great? I don't know. It's hard to tell. So here I'll just reapproach. I can also go for the corner, but I prefer reapproaching. This is a really far pincer. I could consider jumping out. That'd probably be okay too. But yeah, this is just the way I want to play it for right now. Yeah, normally we play this Hane. There, you can also play Rs5. That's usually when O3 isn't on the board, I think. So let's just play like this. Normally black will extend. All right, so then we can play... There are a couple of choices. So I can extend, or I can attach, or I can play this diagonal. And I think the usual move... I mean, the old way is just to play R5, or we can go for the corner as well. Seeing that the stone is so far away, I might actually take the corner. Because you could consider just playing like S5, or even, yeah, R4. Would black have the ladder? So 1, 2, 3. Can't play J15, so I'll have to Atari this way, and then this way, and then yeah, they can continue the ladder, it seems. So the ladder is good, so I shouldn't play R4, otherwise that will probably be good for black. So that means it's between the corner and playing this extension here. I guess it disrupts black a little bit more, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, because also black is getting pretty big over here, so I think I should do some kind of invasion soon. This is a little bit good for white, I think. So white gets this really big corner, and then isn't sealed in, and this push, like, you know, white's making some points, and then black's shape is a bit cramped, and there's still a lot of agi in this O3 stone, so that's considered a little bit good for white. I can respond to this move, but I don't know how big it necessarily is. I do want to play over here a little bit to, like, make the corner bigger, but I guess it's not totally worth it. I could bump against black and then try and take a bigger corner, or I can leave it and leave the invasion, which I might actually do. I think maybe I want to reduce black a little bit. Or I can play this R12 stone. That looks like it'll be nice as well. I'm not quite sure. So I don't think that black can build anything large on the bottom very quickly. They'll have to play something like K5. And even then, it's still not that big. Then again, you can play L4, and that's kept pretty flat. Or I can play in the up here. I think this is the area I worry the most about, and I don't necessarily want to keep expanding. I mean, I can play O17, and then there'll be a pincer, and they'll go into the corner, and that's not what I want. But if I play any other move, then yeah, it's a bit difficult for white to live. So let's not be too hasty, I think. So I can consider some kind of a reducing move, but really I think the turn is just better here. So we can make this exchange, because we know that no matter what, if we want to exchange, we'll want to play G17. And then we can play here. And I think that makes the Hane a little bit more difficult as well. Or maybe not, say cut. Yeah, that's valid. I have to be a little bit mindful about white shape in here. But I think I'd rather pincer this. Still. But I imagine that if black plays d4, oh, that's a bit weird because yeah, white will just connect like this. Because d4 is the way to disrupt the shape, and then I think that f3 would have been useful in the fighting. But if you play like this is really solid, and so white will be able to turn at c3, and then this shape is getting thinner here. Although I guess like it's not technically like really thin, but I usually allowing white to connect like this that's quite good for white. Then Yeah, pushing, so nothing to do but respond. So this B7 move will be quite annoying later as well. That's not Sente, so I'm not going to respond. White didn't respond to me over here. Black didn't respond to me over here. So I think that would be quite annoying. And then also coming back over here, that's pretty annoying. Yeah, there are all sorts of things which are just overall not so great for black. So I think first and foremost, let's ask what's going on here. Because I think that's pretty big. Because this really reduces black, so I really enjoy this. I can even come around here and squeeze, and then extend. So I imagine I connect. I mean, at the same time, I mean, uh, I really want to squeeze because then I can like live here, but maybe not. Because I think this result is also pretty good. I mean, black has to come back, and then I get to capture the stone, and then I can still play L18. So yeah, this is a huge reduction. Can I Tanuki? So imagine black plays up, then this one here, this one this way. And I can still turn. Because I really want to come back over here now, but let's just focus on one thing at a time. Clear mind. So here, I think that's a good exchange for white. And then this one. So let's play this and be annoying. Oh, that's quite gnarly. So now this group is weak. And then double Hane, I think. So I can Atari, but I'll just extend. And since black has decided that they want this territory, I'm going to play over here. All right. What next? What about ladders? So here, dum, 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 dum. Ladder works for white, actually. Let's check one more time. Yeah, that works for white. But then again, you'll want to keep pressuring this group, won't we? Because white's so strong over here, so let's not lose the opportunity. I mean, maybe F19 and try and make two eyes here and cut for sure, yeah. And then I can just make shape, I think. Let's say I poke over here, cut, Atari, extend, net doesn't work, so Atari again. So yeah, let's defend the weakness here a little bit. And then I wonder if the ladder's still working. Let's see. Ladder still works for white. Mm-hmm. So what I wonder is, if I play here, no. This way, this way. If I descend, this won't work, so black will have to play over here, and then I can throw in. So wait, if I play here first, then here, descend, then here. So if I descend this one, this one here. So I think that's actually that's actually an eye. Okay, that's good for black. Or yeah, good for black. Let's play here one time because I do need this corner eye space for white. And if this lives, then I can go play Q16. So like here. Actually, that might not be two eyes. Yeah, that's not two eyes. Meanwhile, this is potentially an eye. Black will have to play f6 in order to remove it. So then here. Oh, I see over here because I didn't defend. That's quite annoying. So what should I do? I can capture, but I need to respond here. So okay, black's alive because I didn't defend here earlier. No problem. So I'm just going to play this cut. So I was saying that if black plays here, I Atari, connect, and then I can at least play f4 for another eye. And there's definitely an eye in the corner, so white's alive, and I can play here. I shouldn't live too small in the corner, but I've kind of sealed my fate a little bit. Or maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Once again, I'm listening to some pool core. There was a video by his YouTube channel called Zero Futurism. Some really nice ambient music that I'm listening to. It was removed from YouTube, but somebody else, a Russian channel, has re-uploaded it, so that's what I'm listening to right now. I hope that you've been enjoying my new series as well. So here, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I keep rechecking it because I have a hard time believing that it's ladder for me, but it is. But I hope you've been enjoying the new series I've been doing for Absolute Beginners. I'm sure that for all the people who are watching the Absolute Beginner stuff, this is too high level for you. And then for all the people who don't find that kind of a series useful, then yeah, you're not watching it. So bit of a split in audience. So let's see, what can I do? I can turn here, or I can cut. I think the cut's what I want to do the most. Because, I mean, the ladder doesn't work anyway. And then I can't do a lot from the corner, so let's cut. Cut first, think later. I might regret that. Interesting. So I can just extend here. What can I... Or maybe just extend over here. So let's do that, because that's a little bit more IG. I can descend here and then maybe play this one. But I think... Or this one here. This is interesting. Not really used to this position. I can play as Hane, but when black plays over here, then I have to respond. And then what are they going to do with this group? They're going to cut again, aren't they? Yeah, then I don't have much of an answer, so I'm going to extend. And I just wonder if I keep extending, then this ladder is eventually not going to work, isn't it? It's annoying. Maybe a little bit overplay. Then again, I can play this one. But I can't play again. So I think I should Hane, but I definitely need to give something up. Black may still cut. Interesting. If I play from over here... Oh, that's still not a ladder. Oh no, it's a net, and it's a net, my bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm not playing that well today, I think. I'm not reading quite as thoroughly as I should. So after they net, I should connect, yeah. I mean, maybe I can play this move, but just play here. So I don't know. Did white get enough? Maybe. Black had quite a few moves there to start with. And now it's just a matter of what happens with this lower part here. So this one... I can be safe, but... I don't know, I'm thinking like attaching here. Yeah, I think I can come back at least. I mean, if black tries to take now, then I'll just come down. Because these stones aren't worth very much to me. And can I, like, play something like a net? I mean, black will poke an Atari and come out, so yeah, maybe not. Say I play at this peep here. Say black connects this way, and then I push here, this block, and then cut, and come up. So that could be pretty annoying. And it's... Well, it's not really alive locally, though, which is the problem. So let's play here to be alive. And then this is feeling a bit thinner, but I don't know if it really will end up being that way. I mean, something like, yeah, something like this might actually fix. Cutting over here may be interesting. There's not a lot that I can do inside here, I think. So what happens if I cut? They may, like, play this Atari. I can get some forcing moves over here, but I don't think it's very big. I have these two stones here that are just floating a little bit, so may want to connect up with them. Let's play this, because Sente. And then, like, over here. So black did get this area, but I don't know if it was very big for them in the end. So what about, say I do a knight's move, this ladder seems to be good for white. Maybe turning over here. I can play over here, and then maybe try and link up. Seems to make more sense, I think. Because black made is such a claim to this area, I can just keep playing moves and they just have to keep defending it. Interesting. So say I descend, there'll be a cut. I'll be able to turn here and deal with this, so I don't think the cut's very severe. Maybe more severe than I thought. I don't think that they should have turned back there. I think that they could have kept pressing forward. I can play over here. This is pretty annoying, getting this move in Sente. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. For them, at least. So yeah, white definitely gained from that. I went to visit a friend over a weekend, and there are a couple that um, they teach children with different neurological, different neuroatypical. How do you say? I don't know how to say it in a political correct way. Like they're neurotypical, atypical children, and they have a lot of toys or tools that they like to call, like fidget toys, fidget tools they call them, because some of the older kids they don't like playing with toys, and I find them a lot of fun to play with. But uh, yeah, I'm not super neurotypical myself, so let's just play here. I guess maybe black will take these two stones somehow. Like you might imagine. Oh, is that big? I don't think that's big. I'm gonna extend here. Because I already got my profit. And I mean, black granted will be able to set up a snapback, but I know that's coming. Yeah, fine. I mean, I guess you can use the Aji in this way as well, but does it really do much? The cut still exists right here as well. Um, so I could come this way and then here. They cut and then I come back this way. Then here. And then there's still Aji here, which is it's so infuriating. Mm-hmm. Just extend. What are you gonna do? And then I can just capture. Yeah, I have to capture. I hope that I'm reading a bit better than the other day. Maybe not completely, but better than black maybe. That's enough for this game. Yeah, so I'm gonna capture this. And luckily I'm still connected over here. So if I were to connect here, then they still count. Whereas if I play this way, so this way, and then here. So I don't think coming this way afforded black very much. I think white's totally gained in this exchange as well. So if white was ever behind, then that has narrowed the gap a little bit. This way. So we can make this exchange, no problem. And say I cut, come over here, that doesn't seem to work. Cut here, no. I can get this move for free. Let's get this move first. They might just capture. And then it's endgame. So E2 will be pretty big. Maybe there's some Aji around here, but mostly it seems the game's going to go to counting. Unless they're like me, the other... Oh no, that's Stones and Atari, so... it's not Sente. It's annoying. Yeah, okay. Good move. Here. I guess you could Atari and then try an Atari here and connect, but then there's a double Atari here. This way, cut, and then over here, and then maybe this way. Oh, that looks like it could be annoying. So this here. Oh, that looks really dubious. Let's try it out. Because if worse comes to worse, that was just a little bit worse endgame. Interesting. Yeah, but you're shorting your own liberties, bro. I'm not sure if that's such a great idea. I think they slowly realize that it's not as clean cut as you might think. Okay, yeah. So now they're down to 2 liberties. And they can't push. Oh, that's painful. That might be dead. Yeah, it's kind of like, what else can you do? But it's not enough. 3 to 2 liberties. Yeah, they realized it. So this one, so what I can do is just play safe, because I don't care about losing these 2 stones now. So here, here, and then this one, they'll meant to extend. And if I capture it, they might still have to respond here, but let's just play safe. There's no reason to be fancy. Not after that. Yeah, okay, and where's the big move? Or is the... Do you know Paduk Doctor? He always says, I'm gonna go to the big place. Let's go to the big place. This turn here will be Sente, and then what else can we do? At 16, I can get, you know, at 16, this move got rid of my nice move. Okay, we'll play here. And then over here. They're looking for something. But extend, Atari, capture actually. No, because there's so here, extend, Atari, here, then there's an extra liberty here, so this works. I should be simplifying the game instead of trying to get more points. It's bad form. So this one here, capture. So let's just play this one. So maybe that was a little bit good for black. This looks like it could be something. I might just go for a demoralization. I mean, I have to capture anyway eventually. I'm thinking that if I play L2, let's see. I'm thinking that if I play L2, okay, let's just go for it. It's Hente even, because otherwise I get something at least like K1, but can I play J1? Not sure. That's not worth it. This is bigger, way bigger. And just capture. Also. Yeah. Play over here. And then we'll say capture here because that's... I can use some of my gained points to make the game more stable. Disconnect. Okay, now nothing can ever happen over here. Let me see. Is there any other good points? There's this. And then I don't think there are any other really good places other than the neutral points. All right. Yeah, I've got to agree. So here, this one. And I think the rest are neutral points. Yeah. Oh, they got the last one. All right. Thank you for the game. All right, so I'll download and review the game, and I'll see you all in a minute. All right, so I had a look at the game, and interestingly, I mean, it might just be because I'm reviewing with AI Sensei, but there's not a whole lot to talk about. Let's see. So here, the AI doesn't really mind this so much for black. White can play over here, but white doesn't have to. But what it does want to do is it wants to keep pushing here, because by playing here, black gets this turn, which means that black can start developing the top quite well. So That's a little bit good for black, but it doesn't really label that as a mistake. It's just something that I note. Playing this wedge here is definitely good for white. Like, normally what black will do is play this one, and white will connect. Black will take the ladder, which I thought was working for white. Let me see. Yeah, it was actually working for black in the game. I remember we even read it out. Then we play something like this. Obviously, black won't descend here, but this is how white will try and capture this group. Should note not to... I've played like this a couple times. That's not necessarily better. This is perhaps a little bit better shape for white. So, like this. One exchange and playing here. This move wasn't as severe as I thought it was going to be, so playing away is not a mistake. Let's see. And over, well, I don't know, because AI Sensei is always very lax on what's a mistake and what's not. So I think this is meant to be good for a little bit good for white because white gets quite solid, but points-wise, it's fine. And basically what AI Sensei really wants is to play this move right here. So playing these moves was a little bit slow. So over here, white shouldn't defend. White should just come back. This, it does label as a mistake. And over here, it's the same thing. This is just not big enough. And then this is just a weird move. And then what the AI says is to play here instead. So what it does is it falsifies this eye. And then if black wants to make an eye here, then can't do much. So yeah, we'll have to run somehow outside of here, which looks a bit difficult. So this way was, yeah, so as we saw later, by playing this double Hane, it stopped me from removing this eye later, so I could have played like this, but it then takes the pressure off of black a little bit, so it might not have been enough. I don't know. So let's see, play exchange just quickly, and then, yeah, the AI wants to play a bit more severely, but not a big deal. Obviously, these two moves here are mistakes because they don't actually work, because as we saw in the game, there's the Atari here, so yeah, it's something to note. And here I didn't quite know how to handle the continuation, so really black should Atari here, but given that, why should play here? Then black will connect somehow, and then something like this. Black can't cut because this ladder works for white, I believe. So here, dunk, 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 dunk. Yeah, the ladder works for white, so that shouldn't be played. And then we end up fighting a little bit like this. So yeah, and I'm not sure exactly like what's the big idea here. It seems like these stones are captured. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. But that's a continuation that was given to me at the very least. So the idea is to play S14 instead. And instead of playing R13, which, yeah, it didn't look like it was going to work out great for white. So I think I probably should have just turned here. And then made a shape like this. Something to that extent. And then here, this move was a little bit slow. White is actually behind. So black was 10 points ahead at the start of the game because black is one stone weaker than white. So the way how things work on PandaNet is that if you're two stones weaker, then you get a bigger handicap. Or one stone weaker, rather. So then, defending here was a bit slack. White should try and do something. So you might play something like this. And the idea is that if you keep somehow pressuring black, then black can't hold on to everything over here. So white actually doesn't need to make the eye very submissively at A. Let's see. And yeah, here I think black missed a huge opportunity, although it didn't, you know, so like this. And then white needs to fix somehow, and then I was thinking, so can't really capture, but at the same time, yeah, but needs this move eventually. So if white can live somehow in Sente, then this will be quite painful. But I don't think that white really gets such an opportunity because it is, unless black makes a mistake, basically. I don't even know if this was really Sente, because here, this one, and then, yeah, I guess at the same time, I mean, this is the only other move, and then coming here, and then this way, yeah, then I'm a bit unsure. I guess it becomes a bit of a fight, but, yeah, so... Yeah, so this definitely wasn't going to work. So this was good for white. Also a little bit, but basically the main feature of the game is this part here. So throwing in here was a really bad idea. So instead what I was expecting black to do is just keep pushing on the first line like this. And basically what white should do is when black is just about to connect to play this move over here. Instead of playing, I was thinking about playing here, but then black has many liberties. So there'll be one here, here, and here. I'm not counting this marked one as a liberty because it ends up getting filled because black has Atari or something or other. So if white plays over here, then that's already a little bit interesting. So, I mean, if black continues throwing in like they did in the game, I guess you can still play like this. Yeah, I mean, I guess in the end it doesn't really work until black starts removing their own liberties like this, and then they're dead. And that's basically the whole reason why black lost the game. There's no other really big significant thing. Although maybe I should start reviewing with Katrain from now on, because I don't know, it's the issue with AI Sensei. I feel like after you've been using it for a little while, you've removed the big mistakes from your game, and then it becomes a little bit ineffectual. But anyway, so this is the review for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this content or any other content that I make, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next game.